Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Nerd Chat here on Electro Ninja's Lab. Real quick before we start today's video, I'd just like to remind you guys that we do have a merch store, and if you guys can afford to purchase something, that would be greatly appreciated. Um, I know that it's not much, but I think that any little bit would be really helpful right now. And we have some cool stuff, as you can see in the lower left-hand corner. So definitely go check those out if you want. And if you have any suggestions for things that you want to see on the merch store, maybe send a comment down below, and we'll think about it. But anyways, guys, let's continue talking about today's discussion. Anime. There's a lot. The new anime season is about to start in about 2 weeks. Um, uh, well, about a week, I should say, because I think the first few shows are like July 2nd, give or take. I think that's the first day or so, maybe a little bit later. But yeah, basically, the first week of July is gonna be a lot of new anime are starting, and it's gonna be interesting to see what new things are gonna be coming. Um, and say hello, Jack. I
I'm
thought.
Jack.
Uh, but yeah, um, so you don't watch very much anime, obviously. But I
Yeah, so
but we've been bugging you to watch certain things, and you have been watching one thing that is getting its second season starting soon. Um, even though you're
oh god.
not too thrilled about it.
Are we
Don,
talking about Don?
yeah, Don Don season 2 is coming out. Um, so that's gonna
I
be
have not even finished season one. My sisters are watching it with me,
yeah.
and my first question to my 13-year-old sister was, "Does mom know you watched this?" Because holy shit,
Yeah.
I
It,
said the same thing to my 14-year-old sister about watching fucking what's it called, Ginny and Georgia.
oh, yeah, fair. I mean, the biggest problem with a lot of anime is that many of them are really not that appropriate for kids, and like Don is really one of those for sure. I think it's TVMA. Let me see. Does
It
it?
is,
Yeah,
at
TVMA.
least.
Yeah, it's TVMA. So it's like kids should not be watching that. It's the same story as like freaking. I think okay. Uh, My Dress Up Darling is TV 13, but which that is also getting a second season, but that is considerably more tame than Don, which I think is funny because for the manga, uh, Dress Up Darling is wrapped, meanwhile Don is not. So really tells you something there. Um, I don't know. I don't know what the heck is going on there. But like to be fair, I think the anime is a lot tamer, I would say, than the manga is. So that might be part of it. Um,
That's true for that's true for Soul Eater too.
yeah.
The show you're like, oh, it's a little dirty, a little spicy, a little stupid. You read the manga and you're like,
Oh, oh.
excuse me?
Excuse
I
me.
feel
What?
like we're breaking some laws here.
Oh, fair. Yeah. Um, but yeah, it's. I don't know. I like. I think I'm kind of excited for My Dress Up Darling because it's a cute love story. It is dirt. It is a bit dirty. Um, but that, yeah. Um, it's mostly like the discussion because they don't show much. But they but like one of the character, like the main character who wants to be a cosplayer, like the first thing that they do that they talk about is a hentai game. So
Oh, of course, sure.
yeah, like it's very tame and it's probably the tamest of all of the outfits. Um, but for what it, but it's literally talking about that. So that's part of the reason why it's rated, why the manga is M-rated, while the anime is a little, it's not as bad. And they also, it's a lot more tame, I would say, comparatively. But it's a cute love story. It's about a guy and a girl who she wants to be a cosplayer, and he makes clothing for dolls. Literal dolls, not yeah, not the gay term.
It's yeah, I got you.
But yeah. Anyways, so I think so yeah, so that's coming out with its second season, and I'm kind of excited for that because it's been cute, and I think they're gonna continue to be cute, and like I think it's funny with that because it's cute and wholesome, but it's also kind of dirty. So I think I talked about that in my showed some love for this for the series. It's cute and wholesome, but it's also very dirty. So yeah,
It's the Great North, but in anime.
yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so yeah, Dawn to Dawn is also getting its season 2. Neither of us have finished the first season, so
No.
so we will probably not be watching that right as it comes out.
But my sister will be.
Yeah. That'll be interesting. That'll be an interesting discussion to have.
Oh, lordy.
But in terms of things that are less disturbing, Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8 is a great manga. I love it.
It is, and I haven't gotten around to actually watching the anime. So, but since season 2 is coming out, I really want to watch the first season and then and try and get it done before the second season starts. And it starts a little bit late in the month. So, in fact, yeah, that starts on July 19th rather than like first week of July. So that might be so that's going to be so we have a little bit more time to catch up on that if you haven't. So I'm definitely thinking of rewatching that, and seeing what I like about it and what I don't. Call of the Night is also coming with a season 2. I never watched the first one, but I heard a lot of people really liked it. I don't know anything about it though. It's some supernatural romance thing. But a lot of people liked it. I don't think you know anything about that.
No.
The Fragment of Flower Blooms with Dignity. That's a new series. No idea what that is. Rising of the Shield Hero season 4 is coming. Which, if Joker was still here, he'd probably be really excited for that along with me, because that Shield Hero is a great series, but it's also really dark. And yeah, so if be aware of that if you do actually decide to watch or read Rising of the Shield Hero, because it's not for the faint of heart, and it can be disturbing at times. So be aware of that. Another Rascal series. I think I'm not certain if this is continuing that series or what. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. That's getting a new series, but it's going to be called Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus. Which that whole series is so freaking confusing. I can't keep track of what the hell is going on with that. But yeah, it's a weird harem romance type thing. And it's not for everyone. I'm not gonna watch it. I tried watching the first series, and I was just like, no. So yeah. But back to Chaos. Sakamoto Days is coming. Part 2 is coming out. July 15th. Did you read the manga for that? I feel like that was something that you... No? Okay. Basically, it's about an ex-Yakuza, or... Wait, is he whatever he is. He's, yeah. And he's basically living a life as in a store, basically, that his wife owns. And if he kills anybody, or no, he's an assassin. Sorry, he's an assassin, an ex-assassin, and if his wife catches him killing anybody without good reason, then then she'll divorce him. So yeah, or that's the threat. But he always there's a psychic that's a part of the group, and every time that he meets somebody, Sakamoto thinks of how he can kill them. So yeah, I need to watch the first season. I read a little bit of the manga and it looks very fun, but I just haven't gotten around to watching the first season. But I think but I'm excited. I'm kind of excited for that. I need to, like I said, I need to watch that. Grand Blue is coming out with another season. I didn't watch that, so I'd have no idea what the heck's going on with that. Gachia Kuta. I'm not certain exactly how to pronounce that, but I have the first manga of that, I think, and it looks very interesting. It's a combat thing, so, but that's getting an anime. I'll read the description. Living in the slums of a wealthy town, Rudo and his foster father, Regto, try to coexist with the rest of the town's residents, but Rudo despises the wastefulness of the upper class. Ignoring the warnings from those around him, Rudo regularly rummages through the town's garbage in search of anything useful or valuable to save from the abyss. A massive hole where anything considered trash is dumped, including people. Rudo's biological father was one such person, having been thrown into the abyss after he was accused of murder. So
That's exciting.
yeah, there's more to it, but that's that's the first paragraph of the description. It looks fun, and I think I might check that out for sure. And that comes out, when does that come out? That comes out July 6th. So a lot of things are coming out, so be aware of that. And then Dr. Stone, the next part of this the current season. Yeah, Dr. Stone, Science Future Part 2, which is, I believe that is mostly the chase sequence in the manga, because, yeah, Science Future Part 1 was specifically dealing with them getting a second Doctor from the New World, and from like San Francisco-ish area, or I think it might be Sacramento, but or the area around Sacramento is closer related to that. But big whoop, it's California. And this season is going to be mostly about them heading down to Brazil to learn about the start of the stonification that happened. So if you've been kind of sleeping on Dr. Stone, now's the time to watch it, because it's going to be this is where things are really going to start picking up. And there's not much left of it. Science Future Part 2 might be the last. Well, I don't think it's going to be the last season, or the last part of a season. I think there's probably going to be one more season after this, but I don't know for sure. Then as for other things, Summer Karu died. No idea what that is. Rent a Girlfriend season 4. Why is that still going? Why is that so popular? I cannot understand that. Have you? Did you even hear about that?
No.
Good. It's bad. Basically, the guy goes on a date with somebody. Basically, it's prostitution with extra steps. And
Oh, delightful.
So after he pays for the date, he then sees the girl on a date with another guy, which clearly she was paid for that, and he then gets so jealous that he then gives her he then uh, puts like a stupid he basically um, gives her rating like a terrible review, and they end up getting they end up having to pretend to be in a relationship, and it's just a mess. And I don't want like I learned a little. I basically watched like a video about it, and I'm like, no, fuck that. That's disgusting. And it's a harem anime, so it's even worse. So yeah,
Oh Lord.
yeah. Um, so I don't. I know a lot of people are watching it, and I under. Yeah, there's that, but yeah. Um, Seventh Prince is also getting another season, or I guess that's the second season. Which I heard that was a good series. I should check it out, but I haven't yet. Um, I don't know. We'll see. Penny and Stalking are coming back, which big. I know a lot of people are excited about that, but at the same time, that show is weird. I never watched it because of how weird it is. So, Togen Anki? I'm not sure what that's about. So it's about someone with with Oni blood coursing through his veins. It's a mythology anime. It looks like specifically about Onis and stuff. That looks interesting.
Interesting.
Couple of Cuckoos is getting another season. Never watched that. I don't even know what that is. Secrets of the Silent Witch. I'm actually kind of excited for that because I do have the light novel for that, and I've just been kind of struggling to read it. So I'm kind of excited. I do want to see that. Monica Everett, the Silent Witch, is the only mage in the world who can use enchanted magecraft, a true hero who single-handedly defeated a legendary black dragon. However, this young genius is actually super duper shy. That's right. So basically, she's extremely shy, and that's why she doesn't speak. And it looks like an interesting series. It's a cute little slice of life fantasy thing. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. Reborn as a Vending Machine is getting its second season, which that show is so funny and so stupid. Basically, the main character got turned into a vending machine, and he can change his form into various different vending machines that he's used in his life. It's basically a series about somebody who is an extreme otaku about vending machines, and ends up becoming a vending machine. And the for whatever reason, this super strong girl finds him and is just absolutely obsessed with him. Mostly because he's a vending machine that can give like random shit. But at the same time, it's such a dumb show, and I kind of love it. It's I think the important thing, if you do end up watching Vending Machine, only watch it if you are just gonna laugh at it, because otherwise it's a dumb show. It's not meant to be taken literally. Don't really know too much about these other ones. Oh no, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun is coming back.
Oh my god, not that.
Like, just seeing the freaking name of that is just enough to make me not ever want to watch that.
I've read bits of it, and it's just weird.
Joy. So much joy. I don't know. I don't want to ever read it. I don't want to read it. I don't want to watch it. So, I know a lot of people... I know it's extremely popular. I think it's mostly popular with kids. So...
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, they like Skibidi Toilet, so... But, yeah. Don't really know too much about these other things. Oh, so this is I don't really know anything about this. Um, but there's like this thing called Scooped Up by an S-Rank Adventurer, and the thing that makes it funny is that there's a girl character that looks exactly like Rimuru, from Slime Reincarnation, and like my brain just immediately goes, oh, so it's an alternate thing of Slime Reincarnation, even though there's literally nothing about it. I don't know anything about this series, but it's probably not. It probably has nothing to do with that, but it's just funny that the character that this one character looks exactly like Rimuru. And I think she might be voiced by the same actress, but I'm not certain. Um, let's see. The next thing that I'm excited for, just because it looks like such a dumb series, and hilarious. Night of the Living Cat.
I've heard of that.
Yes, I think I told you about it when I first found the manga, and it's basically a zombie apocalypse thing, but instead of turning into zombies, you get turned into a cat.
Yeah, no, I've heard of that.
And it looks so dumb, but so hilarious.
It sounds ridiculous.
It sounds ridiculous, and I like read like the first few. I think I read the first chapter or so, but I haven't really had the time to watch anything else with it. But with the anime, I probably will be watching this as soon as it drops on July 8th, because it's so dumb, and I love that. That's gonna be absolutely amazing to watch. I don't recognize anything else though. Some people are excited about certain things. But a lot of anything that's from this point after that, people aren't necessarily too excited about that. So I don't know if any of these things are actually going to be popular. And a lot of these things I don't think anyone's ever heard of. Like some people are kind of looking forward to this Busaman Gachi fight or whatever the fuck it is. But it's a ugly bastard anime. So, and like actually ugly bastard. So, I know that some people are looking forward to that mostly because they're weird, but yeah, that's weird. Also, there's another golfing anime coming out, which big surprise there. And I think that's pretty much it in terms of things that are coming out. I mean, Pokemon Concierge is getting another season.
Is it?
Yeah. Did you watch the first season?
No.
Okay. It's not going to be out until September, but it's technically considered summer anime. Because of that. Because September is still technically considered summer. But that so that's coming out. There's something called Leviathan. That looks kind of interesting because it's about airships in 1914. But yeah. It looks interesting. I might check that out at some point. And My Melody and Kuromi is getting a basically in the same style as Pokemon Concierge. So people who are excited for people who like My Melody and Kuromi are probably really excited for that, or pretty much anything by Sanrio are probably really excited for that.
That's fair. My sister's really into Sanrio.
Yeah. As for movies, Demon Slayer is getting a movie this year or this season. Looks like July 18th. That doesn't mean that we're gonna see it anytime soon because it's Oh, and the Alice in Wonderland movie. There's so it's I don't know exactly what this is called, but it's basically just a series about It's literally just Alice in Wonderland, but that's coming out in. Wait, is that October? Why is this No, August. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. So that's coming out in August, and that looks kind of interesting. I might check that out, but it might be a bit more challenging to actually see, just due to the fact that it's since it's something whenever it's something that's in Japan, it's always a bit tricky when it comes to movies. But that's fine. And I don't really recognize any of these other movies. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really watch that much when it came to this past season, but this season, even though there were actually quite a few things that I did want to see, but this next season is going to be really packed, and I'm really hoping that it's going to be good. But we're gonna, but yeah. There were some really good shows that that came out this past season, and I just didn't get around to watching. But I think that this next season is going to look very fun, and I think that it's going to be especially with what was it that we were really Dr. Stone. I think that's the big one. I'm kind of surprised though, because the top three things that people are excited for is Dress Up Darling, Don to Don Season 2, and Kaiju number 8. And then Dr. Stone is pretty far down there. In fact, it's past Sakamoto days. So, yeah. Honestly, I think the weirdest thing about Dr. Stone being so far down is that it's past Rising of the Shield Hero, which has kind of been going downhill, and people really were not that fond of the past. I think Season 2 was the one that people really were not happy about. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just funny that that's number 6 when it comes to the top animes on my anime list for this upcoming season. Let me be clear on that, because that's top anime. I think is still Frieren. Yeah, it's still Frieren. Holy crap! How long has that been? That has been the number 1 anime for almost 2 years now. Holy shit!
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I didn't realize it had been that long. And we still haven't gotten the second season yet, which is even more annoying. I don't even know when that's supposed to come out. I know it's supposed to be coming soon, but
Okay.
maybe it's
Here we
winter? Because okay, yeah, winter is the next season of Frieren. Okay. So we still have a ways to go, but that's next year. At the beginning of next year. But yeah. I'm also, you know what's gonna be hilarious though? Is next in October we're getting a whole shit ton of really good series. Obviously people are excited about One Punch Man, Big Whoop. No one I don't care. But Spy Family Season 3, My Hero Academia, the final season, To Your Eternity Season 3, what was the other one? The Sanda, which was the, I think I told you about that a little while ago. That's coming out in October. Monster Meat is coming out. There was something else that I was really excited about. Maybe not. Oh, Twisted Wonderland is also coming out, and that's gonna be that's an O&A.
I love Twisted Wonderland.
Yeah. Oh, and Visions. So both of those are gonna be coming out in October. So that's gonna be exciting. That's gonna be really exciting to see Twisted Wonderland and Star Wars Visions Season 3. So two amazing Disney things that are going to be on Disney Plus most likely, because both of those are owned by Disney. So that's coming out, And there's other things as well, but that's going to be some of the fall stuff. We'll probably talk more about the fall stuff when that comes out, when we're a little bit closer to fall. But yeah. And then winter stuff, there's obviously a few things. I'm not going to go over all of that, but that's, yeah, they haven't even confirmed half of a lot of things that are coming in either fall or winter are not confirmed for their exact dates. And several anime we're just waiting on when they're going to be revealed, when they're coming out. But also some point this year, we don't know when, but so since it hasn't been confirmed for fall, for summer this year, most likely in October we're getting Witch Hat. So
Ooh.
yeah, Witch Hat's coming out sometime this year. That has been confirmed that it's this year.
It's exciting.
But they still haven't given us a release date. Which, to be fair, usually some animes do not tell you. They do not reveal their release date until the next until they're right at the season. So anything that's coming out is going to be a little ways. Ascendance of a Bookworm season 4 comes out in 2026, and I think that's in the winter 2026 season. They just haven't confirmed the exact date yet, so that's, yeah. But that's coming out soon. And what else? There was something else that's really exciting that we've got a lot of hype for. Something big was gonna happen. Maybe I was. I'm scrolling too much for this to be something. For it to be something that good. Oh, that's coming out this. Okay. I don't remember what the name is. Where is it? I don't remember the. I don't remember the English title, but maybe it will tell me if I go in here. The Invisible Man and His Soon-to-Be Wife. That is getting an anime adaptation sometime this year.
Interesting.
Which that's a cute love story about literally an invisible man and a blind woman.
Hey, that works out, huh?
It really does. And she always knows where he is, and it's great. I'm so excited for that. That is gonna be such a cute series. There's other things as well, but that's supposedly coming out sometime this year, and I think the important thing to realize when it comes to anything that says anything that says 2025, the thing is we don't technically even know if some of these things might just get revealed. Yeah, it's coming out like now. Because yeah, anything that says like 2025, sometimes they just will release it. It'll start coming out, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, it's out!" So, any of these things that is supposed to be coming out soon, so like Oshinoko, Slime Reincarnation, Delicious in Dungeon, Reincarnated as a Sword, Witch Hat Atelier, Shangri-La Frontier Season 3, Ascendance of a Bookworm we know is 2026. That's no big deal. But any of those could be coming out like at any point in time, and I think the only ones that are confirmed for 2025 is that of Witch Hat Atelier is coming out at some point this year, and I think I said something else earlier. What was the other thing? Was that the Invisible Man finds his Invisible Man and his soon-to-be wife. Those are coming. Those are for sure coming out this year. But anything else that is that says later, you really have no idea when they're coming out. We just know that they're coming out soon. and they could like, if it doesn't have like a specific date, like even a year, then that could mean that it's going to be a little while, but it might not come out until 2026, maybe 2027. But considering how popular some of these things are, I imagine that they'll probably be coming out sooner rather than later. I think the biggest one that we're going to be waiting for is Reincarnated as a Sword, because that was not, they didn't know that was going to be as big of a success as it was.
Fair.
And like that and Oshi no Ko were so big of successes. I think they knew that Oshi no Ko was going to be a success, but they didn't know that Reincarnated as a Sword was going to be a success. And since they're on High Dive, it's like, and people don't really watch High Dive, they didn't. They had no idea. But yeah, I think it's going to be exciting, and I think that a lot of people are any of these series that are in the later section, they could be coming out as soon as, I'd say, fall. Yeah, they'd have to come out in fall. They can't be in winter. So, I don't think that they're going to be I don't think there's a chance that any of these things are going to be in summer, because they need to announce that these things are coming out in order for them to actually be coming out. I mean, there's a possibility that some of these are going to be only on Netflix or only on Disney, which, speaking of, I actually could see Witch Hat Atelier being on Disney Plus, because
That would be amazing. I'd watch the shit out of that.
well, to be fair, we have no matter what it comes out on, it could be Disney Plus, Netflix, or Crunchyroll. I don't think at all that would be in that it would be on whatchamadiddle, on High Dive. It's not a series for High Dive, so I think that it would be there's definitely a good chance that it will be on one of those. But she has a she's had a relationship with Disney in the past, so there's a possibility that she might that it might be going on there. Like I think she has more of a relationship with DC, but because she's done like some Batman and stuff for them. But she also works. I think she's worked for Marvel. She's worked for DC. She's worked for both of them. But she also has worked with Disney in the past, including working on Visions. So, yeah. So there's a decent chance that she's gonna be that Witch Hat could appear on Disney Plus, which would be absolutely freaking hilarious if that happened.
That would be dope.
But we also have Crunchyroll, so
True.
So I think it's like I said, I think it's either going to be Disney Plus or Crunchyroll. I don't think that it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be Netflix. I think that would be kind of dumb. I mean, granted, Delicious in Dungeon is a Netflix series, but that, I don't know. That one's very weird. That's on that's on Netflix. But I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening over the next few weeks and months. So hopefully everything goes smoothly. But yeah, I'm excited for this season of anime, especially Dress Up Darling. I know not everyone's excited for that, but there's a lot of other series as well. So I'm sure that people will find their favorite shows. But of what I mentioned, what would you be most excited for?
Witch Hat.
Well, Witch Hat's not coming out this season, but this season.
Oh, probably Kaiju number 8.
Fair. Did you watch the first season?
I have not. I've read it though.
Okay. So you you should watch Kaiju number 8. I need to watch it too, and since we have time, because it doesn't release until July 19th, so hopefully everything goes smoothly. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this nerd chat. Hopefully you have an anime that you're excited for, and maybe this reminded you that that one of your favorite shows is coming out. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed, and we will see you guys in the next one. But on!